going to a wedding in KL. Today is a 6 June. It's a weekday and we're either driving or taking the train. In my baju kurung, not ideal, but if it's less stressful then it's good. I don't have a lot of things to begin with, so I try to look good, as we should. This is really brown. Okay, when putting on makeup, it's important that you put on your contact lenses first. It makes sense because when you're not wearing glasses, then it's hard to see the makeup, and your makeup might be on your eyes, which is not ideal to put on the contacts later on. So I've already sprayed some mist on my face. Now just about BB cream. You know, I'm pretty much alone on most days at home, and I would say that being alone is an art of itself. It's not easy. You have to be okay with being your own company, entertain yourself, do things for yourself, and just be okay with not having anyone to talk to. That's what I do on a daily basis. And I mean, I think the pandemic has made it easier on me. I'm also an introvert, so I'm okay with being alone. But not everyone is. You can see the difference. How to be okay with being alone, you know? I think first and foremost, you have to realize that there's no one else you can rely on as much as you can rely on yourself. Like, you're the best person you can rely on in this world. I mean, God is first. Next is yourself. If you want to achieve something, it's just you. When you realize like everything is just within your own capacity with God's will, you realize that being alone is okay. You're all that you need, and you don't need anyone else. Of course, you need companionship at times, friends to meet from time to time, but it's unrealistic for a grown adult to like meet your friends every day, unless you know you guys live nearby and whatnot. But for me, I grew up not having friends nearby. Even in university, we lived in different places and we don't meet regularly, so I'm okay with that. You can see your friends on weekends or when you guys are free, but other than that, you have to be okay with being on your own. Once you realize that you're all that you need to achieve something, to do something, you can go anywhere on your own. Like, after moving out, my brother had the realization that I'm no longer with him most of the time, and I used to be the person to like drive everyone around, accompany him, because he's not as adventurous as I am. But now that I'm no longer at my parents' house, he is stepping out of his comfort zone and doing things on his own, and things that he probably never done in the past 27 years of his life. I'm 29, he's 27. And my parents were away for 3 weeks, leaving him alone. And it was, to all of our surprise, that he was taking the public transport for the first time on his own, going to places around KL on his own. And suddenly he's like, oh, there's just so many things to do in KL now. He used to be very pessimistic about KL travels. And mind you, he was always afraid of getting on the train and getting lost and whatnot. And now he is fully relying on himself to find out where the trains go or whatnot. So that's a huge achievement for my brother. He has never taken the train on his own for the past 27 years. So I'm surprised. And that all happened within just a span of 2 months. Only been 2 months since I moved out. Almost 3. I think it's 3 now. 3 months. No one's gonna live your life for you if you're only waiting for someone to be there for your travel, for your adventure. They might not be. I mean, for me, I'm married, so ideally I travel with my husband. But if you're single, I shouldn't even be, if you're single, then who are you waiting for? Who are you waiting for to like enjoy that moment with you? There's no one else. You're letting your life pass you by just because you're not okay with being alone. And I've done a lot of things on my own. I've watched a movie on my own. Not often, because movies are so expensive nowadays. But I remember the one movie that I watched on my own was Bridget Jones. The latest Bridget Jones. It was funny. No one wanted to watch it with me, so I did it myself. At that time I was not in a relationship as well, so maybe that's that. But other than watching a movie on my own, I mean, I really can't remember what I've done on my own, but I've probably driven from KL to Perak on my own, just because no one wanted to accompany me, etc. Not big, but what's this? So next time, if you're wondering if you should do something alone or with someone, and getting someone to do something with you is really hard, then just schedule it. Schedule it with yourself. Like, you'll do it regardless. Once you set your mind to it, there's no going back. Once you try it for do it one time. And if you're okay, then it's that. Just remember that, if you're worried about what people think of you doing things on your own, they're probably not thinking about you. And you're just thinking about yourself too much. You think that they think of you too much, but everyone's just really occupied with themselves. That's what I think as well. I'm really occupied with myself. If distracting yourself works for you, like, I saw someone eat ramen on her by herself, and she was listening to, she had headphones like over her head, probably to distract herself. If that works for you, then I mean, that's great. Get something to accompany you. Do it at your favorite places just to try out. I usually eat my ramen on my own because sometimes no one wants to eat ramen with me. So yeah, do it at your favorite places. But damn, I'll come back. I'm back. Step out of your comfort zone. Like, you'll discover a different side of you. I always believe that. We all have different personalities that are also foreign to ourselves. So discover yourself. quite late. I've probably explored so many things in the past few years to know that adventure lies outside of your comfort zone. A new life. And if being alone is scary to you, that's something you should do. I'm probably doing a bad makeup job, but I will fix it later. This one's too dark. I'm not good at putting on lipstick. That's it. Wearing this all black. All black bag. That will do. It's gonna have to fetch my husband now from his office, and then we're going to decide from there if we're taking the train or driving straight to the venue. It's just whether you want to go through the stress of driving through evening traffic. It's all black, by the way. Okay, chill. If there's one thing I'm doing for myself intentionally is to stop comparing to others. Like, stop scrolling social media, you know? Like, nothing on social media is ever what it seems. And I do try to portray like the real day-to-day that I'm going through on social media, but not everyone does that. And still, what you perceive from my videos might still be different than what it is. So stop comparing your life to other people's. I don't have a lot of friends. I sometimes, you know, watch people go out with so many different friends. Like, they have so many different groups of friends. Like, I'm 29 and I don't have that. And some of these people are my age. Some of them are younger, some of them are older. I guess the ones that are my age kind of make me question myself. But our lives are different in both good and bad ways for what it is. So stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing how alone you might be. Just embrace it. And being alone does not equal to being lonely. It doesn't have to be. You can be alone and still meet new people every day. You can be alone and still have great friends to talk to. You're just physically alone, but you don't have to be mentally alone. If there's a hobby I want to take up, it would be yoga. Just for a few different aspects, like mentally, physically, emotionally. Help myself out. Probably I'll meet some friends, some people through yoga classes, and that will make me feel less alone. But it does not mean that I don't have my alone time or I'm not okay with being alone. Perfectly fine with it. So yeah, take up new hobbies, stop comparing yourself, realize that you are all that you need to achieve your goals. The power is within you. Embrace, get out of your comfort zone. Those are some things I would tell someone younger than me on how to be okay with being alone. Don't wait for anyone. Chase your dreams today. This very moment. This very hour. And stop hoping on other people. Alright? I believe in you.
You guys can also attach your photo in the guest book.
Thank you. We do a lot of work in Nigeria. So we have Nigerians working for us, with us, and all that.
Once they start, susah nak stop. Punya cerita banyak punya. There are 55 countries, so I've done about, been physically there.
A friend of ours came.
Can go on the same, but the car is a total.
We proceed with the cake cutting ceremony. Can we have a few words from you guys? What's your program? Please let me know that it's real.
Nanti department dekat.
This shrimp.
Let's clear the table here. Some way. Mine on average 6 cups.
The machine custom from Italy. Nice basket, but how many times a day or in a week would you sleep and spaghetti?
Want to do this fish first?
So,
Congrats, girl.
2 plus 4 is
6. Don't test me on math problem, man. I now math problems for today.
Allah.
Six. 6, 6. 4, 2 plus 4, 6. 6, 6, 2 plus 6.
I love it. You guys are gonna have a very happy marriage. I can see it already. Just prepare me speech.
You
pick up the phone, record the message for us, hang up when your message and your message will
take away the
be
masala tea.
This guy was I didn't want to eat anything. That one kena, man. You have to. That was a big move. Yeah. I feel like okay, let's get you. He made a difference. Now I really look forward to running. It's